It is appropriated to buy rice from local farmers first before considering importing rice as a solution, as said by Senator Imee Marcos. She also insisted that many provinces in the country are still selling rice at 25 pesos per kilo. Jayson Rubrico has the details.
Senator Imee Marcos believes it is better to buy rice from local farmers right now. She said many of the provinces in the country sell rice at 25 pesos per kilo. Senator Marcos said the National Food Authority should buy them first before considering importation as a solution.
Simutin muna, ang dami-dami pa sa Mindanao, ang dami pa sa Nueva Ecija, yung mga biofertilizer. Ang baba ng presyo ng ani nila, nasa 25 pesos. Ba't hindi muna yan ang bilhin? Ang pagkaalam ko, ang NFA, 75%, 3/4 of their budget remains intact. Hindi pa sila namimili. Kailan pa sila namimili?
Senator Marcos said the local farmers will be at a disadvantage if the government chooses to import rice. The senator explained that if imported rice comes in, the price of local rice will be lower and it will affect local farmers.
At ang pinangangambahan na naman ng mga magsasaka sa amin, baka naman pagpasok ng imported, sasapawan na naman yung bagong ani kasi mag-aanihan na sa bukid sa loob ng isang linggo by the 3rd week of September all through October. That's the major first harvest.
Senator Marcos added that the importation is not sustainable and neither are subsidies.
Importation is not sustainable, neither are subsidies. But at the end of the day, we have to invest in our countryside finally so that we can become competitive and achieve food security.
Authorities strictly enforce President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s Executive Order 39, in which the price ceiling is implemented at 41 pesos per kilo for regular milled rice and 45 pesos per kilo for well-milled rice. The government has already distributed financial assistance to the affected rice retailers. For God and my beloved Philippines, I am Jayson Rubrico, SM9 News.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. distributed the confiscated and smuggled rice to low-income families in Zamboanga. Joris Bonifacio files this report.
On Tuesday, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. handed out 1,500 bags of rice to the beneficiaries of the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program or 4Ps in Zamboanga City, as well as in Tungawan, Zamboanga, Sibugay. This is amid PBBM's visit to the National Food Authority or NFA Region 9 warehouse in Zamboanga City on Tuesday, September 19, 2023.
Ako'y nag-inspeksyon lamang at makita talaga kung ano ba ang nangyayari, hindi lamang doon sa NCR, sa Maynila, kung hindi pati na rito, sa kabilang dulo naman ng Pilipinas, dito sa Zamboanga, para naman makita natin na lahat ng ating mga kababayan ay nasusuportahan at na, kung sino man ang nangangailangan ng tulong ay nabibigyan ng tulong.
In his speech, President Marcos said that the rice he distributed was part of 42,180 smuggled bags of rice worth 42 million pesos. It was confiscated by the Bureau of Customs, Port of Zamboanga, after the agency raided the warehouse in Barangay San Jose, Gusu, Zamboanga City on September 15 this year. PBBM praised the BOC for successfully seizing more than 42,000 sacks of rice. Meanwhile, President Marcos assured that the government and his administration are working tirelessly to end smuggling, which has affected the country's agricultural sector. The president said he had instructed the Bureau of Customs to further intensify the campaign against smugglers to put an end to their illegal operations. The chief executive maintained that the government followed due process in confiscating smuggled items by giving the respondents a 15-day notice to hit their side.
Ginawa namin ang proseso na ganito ay sasabihin doon sa nagpasok, magpaliwanag kayo, saan galing yan? Saan kayo nagbayad ng taripa? Saan kayo nagbayad ng tax ninyo? Saan kayo lahat ng mga pangangailangan dokumento? Natapos na po ang 15 days, hindi po sila makasagot. Kaya kinuha na namin, kinuha na ng gobyerno, kinuha na ng customs at ginawang donation sa DSWD at gagawing donation ng DSWD at ng gobyerno sa inyo.
DSWD Secretary Rex Gatchalian was also present at the rice distribution in Zamboanga, along with officials from the Department of Agriculture, NFA, and BOC. President Marcos Jr. also led the distribution of various assistance from the Department of Agriculture, Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources or BFAR, and Department of Labor and Employment or DOLE to the intended beneficiaries in Zamboanga. For God in my beloved Philippines, I am Joris Bonifacio, SMNI News.
A homegrown motorcycle ride-hailing company has committed to support the Philippine government's program to boost employment. MJ Modehar, tell us more.
The cooperation between the government and the private sector in creating jobs for Filipinos continues. And one of the key players in this effort is the homegrown motorcycle ride-hailing company, Angkas. George Royeca, CEO of Angkas, said that the company is dedicated to providing more jobs for Filipinos. But how? They plan to turn many Filipinos into nanopreneurs. This is one of the initiatives pushed by President Bongbong Marcos, Royeca said during the recent ASEAN Summit in Indonesia.
Isa pong agenda dun sa ASEAN Summit is yung tinatawag po ng presidente na nanopreneur. At ito po ay mas maliit sa micro-entrepreneur at I think represents a large number of our workforce.
Angkas riders qualify as nanopreneurs because they use motorcycles for their livelihood. This aligns with President BBM's goal of providing decent jobs for many Filipinos through the Motorcycle Micro-Business Program. And Angkas is committed to collaborating with the government on this initiative.
We hope to provide or create an ecosystem that legitimizes ang tinatawag nating nanopreneur or informal sector para talagang mabigyan, ma-empower po natin a large portion of our population.
The company aims to convert 18 million motorcycle owners into nanopreneurs and improve earnings from motorcycle taxis. Based on latest data, Angkas already has over 28,000 partner riders in various parts in the Philippines, including Metro Manila, Greater Manila Area, Metro Cebu, and Cagayan de Oro. The company plans to continue its collaboration with the government, especially in the full legalization of motorcycle taxis in the Philippines. They're actively contributing inputs to the forthcoming legislation.
Kaya po natin magbigay ng trabaho sa milyong-milyong Pilipino dito sa industriya na to at lahat ng pong hard work na ginagawa ng ating mambabatas, ng executive branch, ng DOTR at LTFRB, very promising po na finally makakamit na po sa mga probinsya lahat ng mga habal-habal na maging lehitimo at magkaroon po sila ng trabaho.
Motorcycle taxi operations in the Philippines are still in a pilot program. For Ganamabala Philippines, MJ Mondehar, SMNI News.